Okay, our Friday late morning workshop is going to be with Lauren Vanett, who's going to be teaching Cultivating Core Strengths and Building Positive Emotion. This is the second time that she's offered this course.
Hi, and thank you, Susan. Well, I'm delighted to be back here again, and cultivating core strengths and building positive emotion, or increasing positive emotion, building it, I guess it is based on the work that's coming out of the field of positive psychology, which has been around for about the past 10, 12 years and was started by Martin Seligman at the University of Pennsylvania. I just returned from the Positive Psychology Conference in Philadelphia, where researchers and practitioners from 62 countries were there sharing the work that they're doing in this field. In this class, we do use cognitive practices that are evidence-based to really look at how we can build more positive emotion in our life. And some of these practices that we'll work with have to do with increasing gratitude, and also working with mindfulness. And they're concrete and they're extremely doable processes that you can engage in. The piece about building core strengths is based on using an assessment tool which you take that identifies your top 24 strengths. And people often do this tool and they think, well, I'll give you an example. Maybe that's the best way to talk about it. There are many strengths that arise, things from creativity and curiosity, leadership, bravery, the appreciation of beauty and excellence, the ability to love and be loved. And they get their top strengths back and they think, well, how does that make my life better? Or is that really that important? And one of the students in my last OLLI class had her top strength be the appreciation of beauty and excellence. And she began to think about, what does that mean and how does that inform my life? And in the class, what I ask you to do is to take one of your strengths and to use it in a new way with more awareness and frequency. And so what she did was she thought about appreciation of beauty. Well, it's true that I've been a musician since I was a kid, and that's been my life's work ultimately. And I love nature, and I love beautiful literature. And it began to occur to her that almost everything she did, all her choices were impacted by her love of beauty. And so when it came to her process, she thought, okay, one thing I don't do so well is take care of myself. I'm in a hurry all the time. And she decided to create one beautiful meal a day, since that was a low priority for her. And instead of just having the white rice and the white chicken, she went out one day and she bought avocados and persimmons, and she began arranging this food around her plate, and she was so delighted by the color and the exquisiteness of what she had created. She began to eat more slowly and taste the food better, and she got very excited about preparing her meals. And she had this experience continuously, and ultimately she began to eat better. And it wasn't about changing her diet to be more healthy. It was about using her appreciation of beauty and excellence to prepare her food. And so what we do in this class is we mine the familiar. We think we know ourselves so well, and we get into these grooves about both the things we don't like about ourselves and try to change, often without a whole lot of success, and the things that we like about ourselves that we take for granted. And so what I invite you to do is join me in exploring what you think you already know to find the hidden delights in your own strengths, and as well as working with some other research-based practices. Thank you.